Fear is not limited to specific objects or situations. Instead, it permeates every aspect of life, turning the mundane into a relentless nightmare. Waking up each day is a battle against an invisible enemy that lurks in every shadow and whispers in every silence. The world becomes a labyrinth of potential threats, and navigating it feels like tiptoeing through a minefield of anxiety. Rationality loses its grip as the mind conjures unimaginable dangers at every turn. Social interactions morph into an intricate dance of fear and avoidance. Faces become masks of potential harm, and every conversation is a tightrope walk over a chasm of perceived threats. Trust becomes an elusive luxury, and the world outside your mind transforms into a hall of mirrors, reflecting your deepest fears back at you. The constant barrage of what ifs leaves no room for respite. A simple trip to the grocery store becomes a Herculean task, each aisle concealing a new terror. The checkout line, usually a mundane experience, transforms into an ordeal as the mind races with imagined scenarios, each more horrifying than the last. Sleep, meant to be sanctuary, becomes a battlefield of nightmares. The subconscious, fueled by the day's fears, unleashes a torrent of phobias in the form of vivid dreams. Nightmares blend seamlessly with reality, and waking up is a relief that is only temporary. A brief intermission before the day's terrors resume. The isolation that accompanies pantophobia is perhaps the most insidious aspect. Friends and family, well intentioned though they may be, struggle to comprehend the irrationality of the fear. It's a lonely existence, as the mind's demons are often invisible to those around you. In the face of such pervasive terror, resilience becomes a fragile lifeline. Each day is a conscious effort to resist the paralyzing grip of fear and to find moments of calm amid the storm. Coping mechanisms become a survival toolkit, and therapy a lifeline to sanity. Living with pantophobia is a harrowing journey through a distorted reality. It's a battle fought not on distant battlefields, but within the recesses of the mind. The terrifying truth is that the enemy is not out there, it's in the mind itself, a relentless force that distorts perception and turns the world into a never-ending horror show. In order to gain the advantage over others, criminals will typically use whatever means at their disposal, such as brute force, mental manipulation, sheer brutality, or a mix of everything. But there's one man who separates himself from the herd by not relying on those conventional strengths whatsoever. Scarecrow's brilliance lies in his deep understanding of the human psyche and his ability to exploit the vulnerabilities within. Unlike Joker, who uses that understanding to manipulate people as if they were chess pieces, Dr. Jonathan Crane uses it to completely break others. His fear toxin extends far beyond the simple chemicals that make it up by manifesting the vague concept of fear into a tangible form. Obviously, things such as guns invoke a universal fear within those they're pointed at, but that can only be so potent. Those such as Batman will eventually start viewing it as nothing more than an ordinary object after a while. But the fear gas takes it a step further by stemming from the very essence of fear within all people, developing its varying form around each individual's unique and innate fear response. An unblockable mental attack tailored to cause as much pain as possible, one that not even the mighty Batman is immune to. In the expansive realm of the mythos, Scarecrow stands as a testament to the versatility of adversaries that the Dark Knight faces. His brilliance lies not in sheer physical might or technological superiority, but in his profound understanding of the human mind and the intricate dance of fear. As a psychological maestro, Scarecrow enriches the Batman narrative, providing a unique and intellectually stimulating dimension to the eternal struggle against crime. Which is why it's such a shame how little Scarecrow is utilized. Even though he does make frequent appearances overall, he always gives the vibe of a background villain. A perfect example is in the Batman Arkham Knight storyline. Scarecrow infects and takes over all of Gotham, and he's still overshadowed by a dead Joker, which is utterly insane given how integral Bruce overcoming and using fear is for Batman's existence. There's no doubt that we need more stories where Scarecrow is the standalone threat. How do you guys think the writers could better utilize Batman's creepiest villain?